Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Ibrahim Siri. Alhamdulillah, I'm going to tell you about how I became Muslim. SubhanAllah, it's been, I think, 4.5 years. Yeah, I became Muslim November 2020. And I guess, like, man, how do I start? I would say, like, the whole process started with, once I graduated high school, I went immediately to university in Santa Barbara. And, subhanAllah, like, I don't know, just the way that I grew up, I was always trying to, find some answers about life. And, like, what our purpose is. Basic stuff every human wants to know. And I was raised Christian, but it always felt like there was something there, but it wasn't the right thing. And so when I went to college, I was on my own, like, for the first time, really. And especially that university, Santa Barbara, it's a very, like, to be honest, it's a party school. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on there. And so I ended up kind of getting involved in that kind of stuff to the point where I was involved with, like, the more, you could say, like, underbelly of the college town area. So I got to know a lot of different people, because the thing that I used to do that I was really big into was making beats for rap music, right? So I used to do that a lot, and the type of music that I was making got me introduced to a lot of shady people. So that's the type of people I was hanging around, and subhanAllah, just like experience after experience kind of was pointing me towards, like, thinking, man, these people are not awesome. Yeah, so I ended up being involved with some crazy people, getting into some crazy stuff, and I was just like, and also, that's the thing, this is around the time of COVID. So COVID happened January 2020. So during that time, once COVID hit, that's when I really started, like, getting deeper for me. And I was listening to the Jackal, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I was always big into Barry music because that's where I'm from, and I'll be listening to the Jackal, like, a lot, subhanAllah, because making music, you have to listen to a lot of music in order to, like, get the inspiration. And so I was listening to that a lot, and subhanAllah, just a lot of the time when crazy things would happen to me, I get into crazy situations that alhamdulillah, I made it out of. I felt like there was always, like, some message trying to be said to me, and that's why I was always, like, searching for the right way. And so I looked into a lot of different things. I looked into Buddhism. I read a lot of different things about that. Christianity I already knew was not really the way. I was even getting into, like, that whole, like, astrology, all that stuff. A lot of people today be getting into that. But eventually, subhanAllah, because the Jackal became Muslim, I had heard him in one of his lyrics, one of his songs. He said something like, "I suggest you find Islam before it's too late." And subhanAllah, I don't know why, but it just, like, perfectly coincided with things that were happening in my life, to where I heard that, I'm just like, well, why don't I just read the Quran? Why don't I see what's it about? And so once I started to do that, I felt like it was just subhanAllah, completely different to anything else that I had done before. It wasn't like Christianity. It didn't feel like it was wrong. It didn't feel like there was something missing there. Like, because a lot of Christians, they don't have they're not consistent. When you talk to them, if you show some kind of, like, contradiction that they have, they might just ignore it, or they go on to the next thing or whatever. But with Islam, I didn't see any of that. I just saw something very clear, especially when reading the Quran. It was just very clear to me, and subhanAllah, it also confirmed all the knowledge that I had before of of things that made sense, like the stories of the prophets, like Noah and Adam and these things. And it just seemed like complete. And so once I started reading the Quran, it took me about a few weeks, and then by the time I was halfway through, I just was like to myself, man, I can't keep doing this, keep reading this, and not just become Muslim. It's like there's no way I'm going to finish this and just not be Muslim and just live my life normally. So alhamdulillah, I took my shahada then, and then I just had to, alhamdulillah, it was during COVID, so I was able to kind of just like ghost everyone that I knew, all the crazy stuff I was in, and I was just able to move on from it, alhamdulillah. And so now I'm here. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair.
Yeah.
It's a trip, bro, how similar like our stories is, like just like I was into the music and stuff too. It's dope, mashallah. Like it's a beautiful religion, man. And may Allah keep you steadfast and grounded in this deen, and may you keep increasing you in knowledge and make you a hafiz of Quran. I mean, jazakallah khair for sharing.